चले जाएं, ओ हम उड़ के चले जाएं उस प्यारे से वतन में, उस प्यारे से वतन में, उस मीठे से वतन में, हो अव्यक्त वतन में हम उड़ के चले जाएं, ओ हम उड़ के चले जाएं उस प्यारे से वतन में, उस मीठे से वतन में। जाना है वहाँ हमको जहाँ बाप और दादा है, हो जाना है वहाँ हमको जहाँ बाप और दादा है, बनना है संपूर्ण किया बाबा से वादा है, जो बाबा से किया था वो वादा निभाएंगे। हम उड़ के चले जाएं, ओ हम उड़ के चले जाएं उस प्यारे से वतन में, उस मीठे से वतन में।
on this day of Sadhguru Baba, with taking everyone's love, remembrances, I went to offer bhog to Baba. And it is with lot of love, Baba accepted bhog. And I said, Baba, all your children, everyone has sent lot of love for you. And Baba was smiling, and with lot of love, Baba accepted bhog. Baba said, children, as you all are cautious and careful to protect your body, your health, and you are very careful in the same way. You have to be very careful about your mind, because your each thought invokes, it has power to invoke. So when you remember that, then what would you like to invoke? You will invoke love, you will invoke peace, always good wishes, good feelings. Every thought should be very elevated, because if you invoke, it comes, right? If something which is not positive you invoke, that will also happen. So not only careful for thought, but also very careful with the atmosphere of the world. Any kind of atmosphere which has, especially Baba said, uh, don't get confused and don't be scared. There shouldn't be any fear. So what you have to do, as soon as you find that your mind is confused, not able to think clearly, just stop it there and remember Baba. So Baba says, as much you practice to have remembrance every thought, not only there will be clarity, but Baba will constantly guide you. Yes, you all children are good in expansion. So you have done a lot of expansion, but now you have to take care of, Baba says, everyone. Love and cooperation to everyone. Baba says whether Baba's any child is in family or a small center or a big center, but give lot of respect, love, and cooperation to everyone. So Baba said, atmosphere is very, very powerful with lot of negativity, lot of violence, and children know that they have to be completely peaceful, completely non-violent, has to be perfect. So as much you will extend your love, cooperation, every thought elevated and full of blessings for everyone. And then Baba said that when you can do it, then whatever is happening in the world outside, it's not only you won't be influenced, but you will also be able to serve. That's something very important. And Baba was giving drishti and give lots of love remembrances for everyone. Om Shanti.
कायों को लोक लाज कुल की मर्यादा बहुत है। ईश्वरीय नियम में लोक लाज सब खत्म, परंतु स्वयं कहता है मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम जरूर बनो। लोक लाज नहीं करनी है, लेकिन स्वयं जरूर रखना है। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम हर बात में रहना। लोग क्या कहेंगे? अरे लोग तो है ही तमो प्रधान, वो क्या कहेंगे? तमो प्रधान वाले बातें ही तमो प्रधान ही कहेंगे, वो कौन सी सतो प्रधानी करेंगे? वो तो करेंगे नहीं। परंतु हमें अपनी ईश्वरीय मर्यादाओं को स्वयं से रखना चाहिए। जो हमारे मर्यादा के ऊपर कोई भी लौकिक अंगुली नहीं उठा। हमारी दृष्टि, हमारी वृत्ति, हमारा व्यवहार, हमारा खाना, हमारा पीना, हमारा पहनना, हमारा रहना इतना सिंपल एकानामी का हो, जो वे भी हमारे एकानामी से सब कुछ। बाबा कहते एक नामी और एकानामी, इन दोनों में तुम्हें माताओं को बहुत बहुत पक्का रहना है। एक नामी और एकानामी। एक नामी माना बाबा की याद, और हर प्रकार से अपनी एकानामी। क्यों बाबा ने हम सब बच्चों से वो ये जीवन के खान पान अथवा पहनना करना, ऊंचा सादा, ये वो सब कुछ कहा। तुम हो वनवा में कौन हो? कौन हो? वनवा में बैठी हुए बेगर हो, वरना प्रिंस। इसीलिए हम सब है बेगर टू प्रिंस। तो इसलिए अपना सब कुछ व्यवहार ऐसा ना ऊंचा ना नीचा, परंतु मीडियम हो, मध्यम हो। जो ये कोई नहीं कहे ये ज्ञान में जा करके तो फैशन सीख गई। इसीलिए बाबा, हम आप लोग को नहीं कहते, पर बाबा ने ये सफेद साड़ी ऐसी दिया जो ना ऊंची न सादी। आप लोग का रंगीन पहनो, मैंने नहीं, परंतु इतना सिंपल रहे जो ये कोई नहीं आपके ऊपर उंगली उठावे। ये तो ज्ञान में आके फैशन सीख गई। मैं देख रही हूँ आप लोग का न, हमारे को बाबा ने ज्ञान के श्रृंगार इतना किया है जो इन श्रृंगारों की कभी इच्छा ही नहीं। निमित्त आप समझते प्रवृत्तियां, उसका हमें पाठ करना। इसीलिए आप लोग को मरने जीने शादी मुरादी में कभी कभी पाठ बजाने जाना पड़ता, मुझो नहीं।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is step 20. The story of immortality, a spiritual way of living. See the paths of descending and ascending and choose. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Yeah, day by day, we continue on our journey. Life is journey, then we have spiritual journey. And since we know our destination, so every day then we continue on this journey. Baba wants us to travel light and to find path very easy. And then he gives us certain guidelines You can call it Shrimat, we can call it Maryadas, so that we are not only caught up somewhere or get entangled, but rather very smoothly, gently keep moving, keep traveling to reach to our destination. So when we talk about Baba's directions or Srimad, actually it begins with our thoughts, it begins with our awareness. No maryadas later on about our food, pure food, all other external maryadas are very important. But if we start with our maryadas of mind and intellect, everything, whatever we have to do, or the transformation we have to bring, everything really depends on how do I think. Mm. So, Shrimat about the thoughts, one is to say, oh, I have to think positive, I have to be elevated. Other is, I have to be in soul consciousness. And in soul consciousness, when I will think, it will definitely be very pure and elevated. So, transformation of awareness from body conscious to soul conscious is the first Maryada. Not only for my own self, but look others also as souls. And then you will find that your thoughts, uh, I find that they instantly become very elevated. As soon as the thought comes of Baba's remembrance, that's another Maryada. You start experiencing God's quality. I had been these few days, just think of Baba. As soon as I think of Baba, very beautiful, very pure feelings emerge towards everyone. And this is very important then, when I'm in soul consciousness, remembering Baba, then whatever scenes of drama are around me, I just observe them. But in that also, my response, what should be my response to any situation? Still, there is love, very pure feelings. So I do not uh, respond in a way where I say, because this one said this, so I also do. No. I have to follow Srimad. I have to do my elevated actions, elevated words. And this way, you are able to maintain a lot of happiness. And on journey, it's important to be happy, right? If you are not happy, you won't enjoy your travel. So this spiritual journey, moving towards our stage of perfection, really is a journey where I have to follow Srimad in my thoughts, then my words, then my actions, interaction with others. But every thought according to Srimad. Now, what is that? Huh? Very simple. I belong to Baba. Everything belongs to Baba. So there is no burden, right? no heaviness. They always say it's good to travel light, right? And then while traveling, I say, oh, I want to bring this one with me. I want to take this thing with me. No, I have to be a soul alone, be on journey and inspire others that let's all travel together. So every day when we are focusing on this travel, different experiences come, right? Like I'd been experiencing a lot of, as soon as Baba's thought come, like flood of virtues, it's just start coming. And that is very good because then you are not absorbing what is happening around you or sanskars of anyone. No. So I think that we all should look into that, which is very important, that thought elevated, but also of Manmanabha, thinking of Baba. So really you will find that the journey is very smooth and you feel that you are moving forward. You could see that total transformation and change of scenes also around you. So think more on very subtle maryadas or following footsteps of Baba or following Srimad. Very, very important on this journey. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now let's begin our journey. I'd like to invite our two sister angels. Welcome.
Step number 20. See the paths of descending and ascending and choose.
Today, I again run through the beautiful field and arrive at the gate, which is created like a maze. I wonder where I will find my father today. As soon as I reach the garden gate, it opens as if it is a magical gate, and with zeal and enthusiasm, I step into the maze, feeling it to be like a game. I begin to walk on the pathway to the left, knowing that all pathways will eventually lead me to my father. As soon as I turn the bend, I can see him at a distance. He sees me and waves to me. I run towards him and I see there is a picnic table with flowers, a teapot, and sweets waiting to be shared. He motions me to sit in the chair, and as he too takes a seat, he begins to share today's lesson.
The Father explains the meaning of the stage of descending and the stage of ascending. There is the path of ignorance, which is called the descending path. And there is the path of knowledge, which is the ascending path. I have come to make you ascend. I am giving you directions for what to do so that your intellect can become wise. It is not that another person can help you in this. You have to help yourself. Certainly, some people's intellects are weak, and other people's intellects are sharp. However, if you do not have yoga with the one who is pure, then your intellect will not receive strength. That is, the battery cannot become charged. The intellect will not have the power to make accurate decisions. Then neither would you accept my directions, nor would you be able to imbibe my teachings. The soul is influenced by the opinions, the dictates of others. On the path of ignorance, it is common for people to become angry and to give sorrow, to have arrogance of their achievements, and to make others feel subservient. To be influenced by any vice means the soul comes under an external influence. This influence draws the soul into the shadow of another, and you begin to follow the dictates of that person. You should not blindly follow the dictates of others, whether negative or positive. The opinions of others cause you to descend from your seat of self-respect. There is also the influence of following the dictates of your own selfish desires. These dictates come in the form of I and mine. To do something with a selfish motive is to follow the dictates of your own mind. One is to do something with selfish motives, and the other is to do something with benevolent feelings. Such benevolent feelings come from having the thoughts of your original and eternal self. My directions are breaking the chains of the vices. You may carry on with your life, your business, work, travels. You can do anything you want. However, simply follow my directions. Otherwise, the influence of the dictates of others or the dictates based on your own selfish desires will repeatedly make you fall. As your teacher, I give you knowledge. As your guide, I explain how to imbibe the knowledge, and I emphasize the importance of following directions. To the extent that you follow Srimat, you constantly experience being uplifted in a natural and easy way. The first sign of ascending is a feeling of contentment in the heart and mind. This would not be a superficial feeling, but a deep feeling of inner contentment. You would experience yourself to be light. Following Srimat gives the power to find solutions and removes the habit of creating reasons and excuses. The second sign of ascending is faith in the intellect. Only when you have faith are you able to follow Srimat. The sign of faith is victory. Victory comes having 4 types of faith. First, to have faith in the Father and to understand Srimat accurately, to accept it and follow it. And number 2, to know and accept your elevated fortune with complete self-respect. Number 3, to know the family of humanity accurately and to accept that you are part of the family. And number 4, to recognize the confluence age as the most auspicious time in the entire cycle and to move with it. The third sign of ascending is the recognition of your elevated self and the awareness of the highest state of each one. This is your original nature. The original sanskars are of being a donor, a benefactor, and being merciful. This will free you from the influence of your old, impure nature and sanskars. The destination is very high. You should not mix anything with Srimat. If there is any disturbance in your intellect or mind, and if there is not clarity, then understand that there is a mixture of some kind within your own thoughts. Remove the cloud of the mixture and see the clear path of ascent.
While I have been sitting here listening to my father, the sun has travelled across the sky and is now moving towards the horizon. My memory of being lost in the maze has faded, and I am filled with the feeling of safety and quiet hopefulness. I have now come to understand the importance of seeing the clear path of ascent, not allowing myself to be influenced by others or my own desires.
Shanti Dora, welcome.
Om Shanti, Sister Mohini, Sister Rita, Sister Julia, and the whole Avyakti Parivar family.
So tonight, Baba's been speaking to us, about how he's helping us to come out of the descent and to get ourselves into that ascending stage. Right? And it's quite wonderful when you really recognize that it's such a natural process. But I wondered if you could share with us a little bit this evening about, what it's been like for you, what the benefits have been for you in your practical life, in your everyday life, as a result of following Baba Srimat.
Well, first of all, I have to say that Srimat for me is all that Baba tells me every day in the Murli. So after consider myself to be a soul, after remember him, Murli is my third Srimat that I have to follow. So in the Murli, I will have all the guidance. So considering that Srimat is like that step by step that tells me how to live in a very proper way and from that safe and secure space and being loved and care and respect. Mm-hmm. From that, I think the benefits are uncountless, but I can mention maybe 2, 3. The first one could be that because of Srimat, my life came with a purpose and my life came with a sense. And I mean with this is, for example, Baba tells me what to do. Since I wake up in the morning, Amrit Vela, Murli, and then the rest of the things until the night. He tells me every step. So until the night, I say goodbye to Baba. The benefit for me is the whole day, and the benefit is don't waste anything of my time or my thoughts or my energy, because he has been telling me what to do. So this is a huge benefit. And maybe another one is that or maybe that was the first one, with Srimat, he gave me back to the life, to the real and true life. And so in that way, I can bring benefit to myself and benefit to others and make myself, he's making me the highest being that I can be. So I can say many benefits, but from my heart these are the big ones, I guess.
That's beautiful. This whole aspect of recognizing that Murli, is every day Baba's giving us a step-by-step process on how to ascend, and as you said that, keeping the schedule of the full day, again, is another way of taking the gift, of coming back into that ascending stage. Now, one of the things that Baba said is, he said one of the first signs of moving into that ascending stage is to have the quality of contentment in our lives. So was there any kind of a transition that happened for you regarding becoming either more peaceful, more content in your life as a result of having this kind of guidance from Baba?
I would say I became to know the happiness when I came to Baba and when I started to follow Srimat. My life really changed. It was like coming into the life. Mm-hmm. And of course, it means to be very much in a quiet space of conscious, but also of happiness and being content and very, very comfortable with myself and with the life. Mm-hmm. That I have. Yes.
Yeah. And the other thing that Baba talked about is he talked about faith, and he said that, in the ascending stage, that that's one of the signs, you know, that we're in the ascent, as if we have full faith, and that he said faith brings victory. And so, was there any time in your journey that you had doubt, or was that faith there with you from day one? And did it grow stronger over time?
I would say there was something, or there is still something that I wouldn't say I have a doubt, but I haven't understood totally, and this is drama.
Mm-hmm.
Baba told me about soul, Baba, and drama, and sometimes I have arrived to the place where I didn't understand in an accurate way about drama and all of that. So I became like with some challenges. For example, to find myself taking some decisions not totally according to the Srimad, because I was very comfortable with that, or because I was making some excuses, or because carelessness.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's one way. And the other, yeah.
That's okay, go ahead. Finish, please.
And the other thing is that at least if this is my latest challenge, is that I'm working on that is, do not take sorrow and do not give sorrow to anyone. It's a very subtle thing, because sometimes me, I can find myself to be with that kind of lack of self-respect, but also acting and doing and being on the basis of faults and scars. So this is a real challenge that I'm working on. Do not take sorrow, but with that energy of sorrow, do it something else much better. And that's my focus nowadays. My biggest challenge.
That's wonderful, because I mean, we do. I think the sorrow dissipates over time naturally in some way, but when we recognize that it's there, you know, we recognize that that's pulling us down, and we want to be in the ascending stage. So it's a wonderful challenge to be working on at this point. So thank you so much for sharing this evening, and we'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dora. So now it's time for our quest for tomorrow. So for our godly dawn at Amrit Vela, as I sit in Baba's heart, there is a feeling of lightness and deep contentment. As I sit in Baba's heart, there is a feeling of lightness and deep contentment. And as we travel through our day, see the clear path of ascent and follow each step of Srimad. And for the evening, our reflection: only when we have full faith are we able to follow Srimad. And following Srimad gives the power to find solutions and removes the habits of creating reasons and excuses, as we were talking about this evening. So did I follow Srimad today with full faith? Was I easily able to find solutions and remove the habit of creating excuses? So this is the question to ask ourselves at the end of our day tomorrow. And we can either write down 8 words that describe the experience of this practice, or we can draw one word and draw a picture around that, an illumination of that one word that describes the feeling. So enjoy your quest for tomorrow, and we'll see you in the evening. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much. It was wonderful sharing. And now let's begin our Avyakti journey. Welcome to Avyakti journey. Here we are. So today is Thursday. So welcome to Avyakti journey and sisters sharing.
उन दिनों में अब्बू में कोई गाड़ी नहीं थी। बूढ़ी दादी बैलगाड़ी में जाती थी सब्जियां लेने और ले आती थी। हम लोग, बाबा कहता था इतने बड़े बड़े पेठे हैं ना, वो पेठे सिर पर रख करके चढ़ो खुशी में। कोई भी गिरा तो हम कहेंगे फेल। तो उसी खुशी में हम तो बहुत बहुत खुशी से वो पेठा भी सिर पर रख करके चलते थे। बस स्टैंड तक मम्मा आती थी, आकर के गुलाब जल डालती थी कि इतना मेहनत करके आए हैं तो बाबा गुलाबाशी मम्मा डालती थी। ऐसे खुशी खुशी से हम रहते थे। भाग्य था जो मैं बाबा के अक्षर पढ़ सकती थी और उसके ऊपर जिसके पास हिंदी में जानना होता था तो हिंदी में लिखती थी और जो सिंधी पढ़ने वाले होते थे उसके ऊपर मैं सिंधी अक्षर लिखती थी, बाबा लिखवाता था। उसी खुशी में कोई हम ये कैसे करेंगे, कैसे चलेगा, बाबा कराता था। उसी खुशी में हमने सब कुछ किया। और फिर ये भी होता था कि बाबा का हम एक भी अक्षर मिस नहीं करे। फिर अपनी इनिशियल बनाई और फिर बैठ करके एक एक बाबा की मुरली लिखते थे कि सबके पास जाएंगी। बाबा कहता था 11 बजे पोस्ट जाने वाली है, आपको 11 बजे तक ये मुरली लिख करके तैयार करनी है तो हम पोस्ट करेंगे। तो हम उसी खुशी में बाबा ने कहा तो हमको करना ही है तो हमने किया। वो लिख करके फिर भेजते थे और बाबा कहता था देखो मम्मा को वो पोस्ट पहुंचेंगी, मम्मा पढ़ेंगी, मम्मा फिर औरों को सुनाएंगी, कितनी सेवा होंगी। तो हम बहुत खुशी से वो करते थे। बाबा कहता था सदैव खुशियों में रहो, कभी भी मूड ऑफ नहीं। कोई ने कुछ भी कहा सुनो ही नहीं, वो हमेशा बाबा को याद करो, उड़ते रहो, उड़ाते रहो, सदैव खुशी में नाचते रहो, हंसते रहो, बहलते रहो, कभी भी मुरझाना नहीं है, रोना नहीं है। तो ये मुझे बातें बहुत 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 अच्छी लगती थी। मैं समझती थी कि ये तो हमारे जीवन के लिए बहुत सुंदर। एक दिन बाबा ने फरमान किया कि 15 दिन हमारे इस मकान के अंदर कोई भी बाहर का आदमी नहीं आ सकता है। गेट बंद, ताला लगा दो, सब कुछ आपको अपने हाथों से करना है, ड्राइवर भी नहीं आ सकता। तो फिर एक दिन वहां बड़ी बस थी तो बाबा ने कहा अब इस बस का भी सेवा आपको करनी है। तो हम बस के नीचे सो करके सारी सफाई की और काले कपड़े बांध करके थे। फिर जब बाहर निकलते थे काले भूत होकर के निकलते थे। फिर वो उतार के स्नान पानी करके फिर बाबा कहता था अभी हमारे पास क्लिफ्टन पर आओ पिकनिक आकर के करो। तो उसी खुशी में हम उठते रहते थे, जो बाबा कहता था हम करते रहते थे। चल ही रहा है, बाबा करा ही रहा है, हमारे करने की क्या बात, बाबा करा रहा है ना, बाबा यज्ञ को चला रहा है। दीदी है, दादी नहीं है, दीदी नहीं है तो बाबा चला रहा है, अभी भी तो बाबा चला रहा है ना। अलौकिक पालना देकर झुलाए संग जो झूले, अतीन्द्रिय सुख भरे वो दिन भुलाए, हमको ना भूले, भुलाए हमको ना भूले। महकते फूल हैं अब भी यादों की इन किताबों में, महकते फूल हैं अब भी यादों की इन किताबों में। आपके पास आते ही हम समा जाते बाहों में, आपकी याद आते ही हम तो खो जाते ख्वाबों में।
Om Shanti. So, yes, whole yajna is run by Baba, right? Baba is the one who is making everything do. Thank you very much. It was wonderful sharing by Ishudadi ji.
We'll continue on our journey. Om Shanti. Good night.